I'm Patrick Braybon with NFL Network Now, the Westwood One Radio Network. The Dallas Cowboys and the city of Oxnard have agreed to a new 5-year extension that will keep Cowboys training camp in California through 2030. Dak Prescott spoke to the media Tuesday saying that he's healthy and anticipates being a full go for training camp as he recovers from 2024's season-ending hamstring injury. Kirk Cousins revealed he felt misled after the organization decided to draft Michael Penix Jr. with the 8th overall pick in 2024, saying that if he had known, it would have impacted his decision to join the Falcons. New Orleans Saints owner Gail Benson and All-Pro linebacker Demario Davis are traveling to Paris this week to promote the club's visibility in France and help grow the game internationally. And the Cardinals have announced the launch of Cardinals Premier Travel, offering fans luxury away game experiences that include round-trip private air transportation, hotel accommodations, and more. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly, and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me, and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit information kit. 800-761-0000. That's 800-761-0000. Paid for by Wesley Financial Group.
All right, Takis fans. Wendy's knows you love your Takis Fuego chips. So we thought, why not make a Takis Fuego meal with a Takis Fuego chicken sandwich with spicy chicken topped with crushed Takis Fuego chips and creamy corn spread. Plus, it comes with Fuego fries inspired by Takis and a bag of Takis Fuego chips. If we had any more heat, we might start an actual... I told him this would happen. For an intense new take on Takis chips, gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Includes 1 ounce Takis Fuego chips while supplies last. Takis and Fuego trademarks are used under license.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California. It is a Wednesday. It is the 9th day of July, 2025. An extreme heat warning in effect today and tomorrow. I'd suggest you take precautions. Drink plenty of fluids. Fluid of choice, of course, water. Okay, iced tea, yeah, okay, but tea, coffee, diuretics, and not necessarily as good for you as just straight water. Okay, right out of the ditch. Okay, I'm Carroll in the newsroom, Jared Anchondo. Good morning, Jared.
I prefer my water out of a garden hose.
Well, that too, yes. And that rubbery vinyl taste, there's something to be said for that.
Yeah, the PFAs, you know, all that good stuff. BPAs, whatever you call them. Yeah.
You know, those of us of a certain age grew up oblivious to any of that, and we made it. And basically, we're immune to anything.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. I mean, growing up like that, drinking out of the garden hose, playing in the mud, being outside all day long, it pretty much made us immune to anything. And one of the things, okay, I'm one of 8 kids. Okay, in the kitchen, we had a cup holder over the sink. Not Dixie cups, not paper cups. It was a glass cup in the cup holder, and everybody used it, including visiting kids and family. And, it kind of made us immune to everything. Germs are your friend.
They can be.
Yes. Okie dokie. Let's see what's going on. Well, on our big shot birthday list, Sofia Vergara, she is 53. Actually, tomorrow she'll be 53, at least. I think that's what she said. Yes. And looking back in history, on this date in 1872, John Blundell of Thomaston, Maine, patented the donut cutter. Hey, I mean, how is this man's birthday not a national American holiday, huh?
The donut cutter, what does that mean?
Well, it cut the donut with the hole missing and everything, so they could, cut the hole out of the donut and sell it to you at a special price and charge more.
It was the invention of the donut hole.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Before that, you had to cut all the donuts by hand, or oftentimes they were just square.
Wow. Square
Okay.
donuts. That sounds like another world.
Yes. Okay, big shot birthdays today. We already mentioned singer D.D. Kennebrew of the Crystals, 80. Author Dean Koontz is 80. If you've read one of his books, you've read them all. Actor Chris Cooper is 74. John Tesh, 73. Singer Debbie Sledge of Sister Sledge is 71. Actor Jimmy Smits, 70. Tom Hanks is 69. Actor Kelly McGillis, 68. Other birthdays, actor David O'Hara is 60. Actor Pamela Adlon, 59. Actor Scott Grimes, 54. Jack White, 50. Actor Fred Savage, 49. Actor Linda Park, 47. Actor Megan Perrin is 45. Singer, actor Kylie Williams is 39. Actor Mitchell Musso is 34. And actor Georgie Henley of Chronicles of Narnia is 30. Local birthdays coming up. InnerCare is a one-stop shop for all your healthcare needs, from primary care to pediatrics, behavioral health to radiology. InnerCare is here to provide you with excellent care. We've got 6 locations in the Imperial Valley, with a 7th coming soon to Imperial. We're open whenever and wherever you need us, including on weekends. To find a healthcare center near you, visit innercare.org. InnerCare, making life healthy from the inside out. Happy birthday, Christina Ibarra, Idalia Mesa, Elizabeth Ibarra, Janae Hill, Valerie Vasquez, James Lewis, Venetia Williams, Sandra Standiford, Philip Corona, Mario Sandoval, Cosme Soto, Leslie Salgado, Rod Everett, Jared Lewis, Vanity Monique Gomez, and Jennifer Kidwell. Happy birthday from KXO. And I came across a copy of Restaurant World magazine, and they published a survey. A survey which voted Taco Bell as the best Mexican restaurant in America. Anyway, people who live in California, Arizona, and Texas are demanding further proof. They'll believe Taco Bell serves the best Mexican food in America the day it's tasty enough to attract an ICE raid. Boy. My family back in Michigan oftentimes thinks Taco Bell is Mexican food. And Jared, I have to admit, Taco Bell is one of those guilty pleasures.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who can resist? But is it real Mexican food? I don't think so.
Not really, but those,
Yes.
Remember
Okay.
the Enchilada, and oh man, they used to have some good stuff. I wonder, I haven't been there in a minute. They probably still have some of that good stuff.
Well, they're the best Mexican food in America. I thought you knew.
This is not sponsored by Taco Bell.
Okay. We've got real news. A look at World and California news headlines right now, brought to you by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that we breathe.
CBS News Brief. The search for victims continues after Friday's catastrophic flooding in central Texas. Centerpoint Fire spokesman Razor Dobbs.
Now, since we have a little bit of drying out, we can get some heavy equipment to where we can start picking through these debris fields. We're still looking for possible survivors and fatalities.
The death toll stands at 110, with more than 160 people still missing. The flooding, a topic at this morning's confirmation hearing for Neil Jacobs, the president's pick to head NOAA. Texas Senator Ted Cruz.
We ought to be asking what lessons can be learned and what can be done more effectively to protect human life.
Officials in Ukraine say Russia launched its largest drone attack of the war so far overnight. The BBC's Paul Adams reports from Kyiv.
The military says an airbase at Lutsk in the far west of Ukraine was the main target. But it says huge numbers of drones were shot down, along with 7 cruise missiles.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.gov. www.imperialcounty.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news: protests yesterday in Van Nuys where ICE agents raided a Home Depot store.
The people united will never be divided. The people united will never be divided.
National Day Labor Organizing Network attorney Cal Soto says people's rights were violated.
Staff at the worker center that is on that location that were attempting to monitor and observe what these officers were doing, filming. During that process, they were arrested.
A 13-year-old boy is arrested on suspicion of starting the Rancho fire in Laguna Beach. Police Lieutenant Jesse Schmidt says they have video showing a boy lighting the firework near a hillside, then running away.
The video was helpful in identification. We're not going to confirm or deny any of those videos that are out there on social media, but it was certainly something that was instrumental.
Fire burned about 4 acres of land, prompting mandatory evacuations. K-9 teams with the LA County Fire Department deploying to Texas to help in search and recovery efforts there after those floods. John Gilliland, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org and you'll get real-time information about the air that we breathe.
When you speed while driving, you have less time to react to whatever comes across your path. Another car could turn out in front of you. A large truck could brake suddenly. A pedestrian could be walking a dog. And you won't have time to course correct. The speed limit doesn't just protect you, it protects everyone around you. So slow down, obey the law, and keep everyone on the road safe. Speeding catches up with you. Paid for by NHTSA.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations to serve you. At El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
KXO News. The IID has issued a conserve alert for today and tomorrow. Here's George Gale.
According to the district, with dangerously high temperatures forecasted for these days, customers are being asked to voluntarily conserve energy. National Weather Service has issued an excessive heat warning from 10 a.m. on Wednesday through 8 p.m. on Thursday, with temperatures expected to peak at 118 degrees. IID urges customers to avoid using major appliances during peak hours, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m., set thermostats at 78 degrees or higher, and turn off unnecessary lights. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
IID is reviewing a power strategy. As Coachella Valley grows, the IID decides to review their regional power strategy. The district says with population and economic development continuing to grow in eastern Coachella Valley, the board of directors recently heard an update on the region's evolving energy landscape, including infrastructure projects and governance. IID has supplied energy to the Coachella Valley since 1943, when it acquired several competing utilities operating in the area. They say in the decades since, the eastern part of the valley has experienced rapid growth, and around the year 2000, its population surpassed that of the Imperial Valley, prompting growing interest in how electricity is governed, funded, and delivered. This year, the Coachella Valley Power Agency was formed to help coordinate energy goals in cooperation with the IID. Founding members include the City of Indio, City of La Quinta, and Riverside County. KXO News Time, 7:42.
El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. We're talking the finest name brands in the business, and right now you can get a rebate of up to $125 on 4 select tires for your car, truck, or SUV. Don't put off replacing your worn-out tires. Get to Quick Lane and save. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, located at El Centro Motors, at the Imperial Valley Mall, and at the Brawley Auto Center. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models.
Another drug dealer off the street, Correa, has been found guilty. Carlos Correa has been found guilty of possession of methamphetamine for sale. Here's George Gale.
In March 2021, Correa was seen in a parking lot at 3rd and Pollen in Calexico. Calexico police officer noticed that Correa was hiding packaged bindles in his car. The officer also saw an individual attempting to buy narcotics from the defendant. A search of Correa's car found bindles of methamphetamine and over $15,000 in cash on the defendant. On July 3rd, 2025, a jury found Correa guilty. Sentencing is scheduled for August 11th. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Friends of El Centro Community Services Foundation are having a fundraiser. The Friends of El Centro Community Service Foundation are bringing back their Beat the Heat indoor cornhole tournament fundraiser. It will be held August 2nd at the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Sports Pavilion in El Centro. On-site registration will be 4 p.m. The event will run from 5 to 9. Proceeds for the tournament, from the tournament, will support youth recreation and swim programs, as well as library reading initiatives. And earlier this year, the foundation donated $10,000 to the city of El Centro. $5,000 funded library programs, and $5,000 supported the Aquatic Center's swim scholarships and reduced cost swim lessons for local youth. Again, that the event will be held August 2nd. KXO News Times, 7:44. That was page 1 of local news. Page 2 and the weather next.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations to serve you. You can pull in. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Or you can go online, elcentromotors.net, and schedule an appointment, even for a mobile service van.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, to check you have your phone first, before the cab pulls away.
Hey, thanks, man. No, wait, my phone, come back. It's my boarding pass, credit cards, phone numbers, my life, come back.
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime. We're not here to be the biggest. We're here to bring you something we believe is better. Our plans start at just $20. You'll get the same fast nationwide coverage without the big wireless bill.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Local news, page 2, and the weather, all brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
U.S. Customs and Border Protection San Diego field office officers were busy during the month of June. Here's George Gale.
Drug interdictions across the border ports of entry and cargo facilities total nearly 9,000 pounds of narcotics, including methamphetamine, cocaine, heroin, and fentanyl. Street value of the drugs exceeded $19.9 million. At the Calexico West Port of Entry, 265 pounds of methamphetamine was found hidden in the floor, doors, and gas tank of a car. At the Tecate Cargo Facility, CBP officers uncovered 766 pounds of methamphetamine stashed in the roof of a tractor trailer. The San Diego field office stretches from San Diego to the Arizona border. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Imperial County Air Pollution Control District AB 617 Community Steering Committee meeting will be held today. It is for the El Centro Heber Calexico corridor. The meeting will begin at 5:30 p.m. It is available via Zoom or at the County APCD Facebook page. The event, again, it will be today and starts at 5:30. Spanish interpretation will be available. Technical skills class for seniors. Here's George Gale.
It is being hosted by the Imperial Valley Business Resource Center. Class is for seniors and will be held at the Calipatria Latin American Club on July 10th at 10 a.m. Seniors will have the opportunity to enhance their digital literacy and connect with resources they need to thrive in the digital world. The initiative is supported by partners like AT&T Foundation, Southern Border Broadband Consortium, California Emerging Technology Fund, and the Imperial Valley Economic Development. A class is an important step in empowering local seniors and helping them navigate today's technology-driven society. The event is free, but RSVP is required. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And a quick reminder, Imperial County Humane Society and Bissell Pet Foundation have teamed up for $25 pet adoptions now through July 19th. $25 and you'll take home a friend. KXO News Time, 7:49. We'll take a look at weather next.
Hungry for the best burger in town or an ice-cold beer? Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? Get drink specials all day like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. For July specials, the Patriot is our drink of the month, along with Bud, Bud Light, and Bud Zero bottles for only $4.50. July food specials are La Mexicana Burger and fried vanilla cheese. Burgers and Beer, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Open daily starting at 9. Burgers and Beer, for the best burger in town.
The National Weather Service says strong high pressure over the region will result in well above normal temperatures through tomorrow. Temperatures peaking today with an afternoon high near 118 degrees. The heat will result in widespread major heat risk with extreme heat warnings in effect throughout southeastern California and the Yuma Valley. Slightly cooler temperatures are expected by Friday through this weekend, but still above normal. 111 our high yesterday, 81 the overnight low. Today will be sunny and hot with a high near 118. South wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north-northwest. Tonight will be clear, an overnight low of 89. West wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 25 miles an hour. Thursday, sunny and hot with a high near 116. West-southwest wind about 10 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. The winds become south-southeast tomorrow afternoon. We have 90 degrees downtown, 20% relative humidity, wind out of the west-northwest 325 miles an hour. Air quality good in Brawley and Nyland. It's moderate everywhere else. Local news, page 2, brought to you by Burgers and Beer. They serve the best burgers in town. They have daily lunch specials Monday through Friday. Happy hour every day, 3 till 6 p.m.
Dippy Duck wants to remind everyone to stay active, play safe, and be cool this summer. Even if you don't have access to a swimming pool, there are plenty of other ways to cool off without going near canals. To play it safe, please remember Dippy Duck's rules. Never swim in a canal, never play near canals, and never jump into a canal. If you see someone fall in, get help or call 911. If something drops in accidentally, let it go. Things can always be replaced, but your life can't. Just stay away, and you'll stay alive.
It's sports time, brought to you by the newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District, combining 2 hospitals to better serve you. Major League Baseball action, the Padres prevailed. Padres put up 4 hits, 1 run. That was just enough to beat the Diamondbacks 1-0. Elsewhere, went 10 innings before the Mets nipped the Orioles 7-6. Tigers topped the Rays 4-2. Yankees beat up on the Mariners 10-3. Red Sox humbled the Rockies 10-2. Marlins beat up on the Reds 12-2. Meanwhile, Twins topped the Cubs 8-1. Brewers beat the Dodgers 3-1. Royals nipped the Pirates 4-3. Blue Jays topped the White Sox 6-1. The game went 7 innings. Enough. And elsewhere, Cardinals 4, Nationals 2. Guardians beat the Astros 10-6 in 10 innings. Rangers walloped the Angels 13-1. Giants edged the Phillies 4-3, and the Athletics pounded the Braves 10-1.
Big changes are happening in Imperial Valley. The newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District is paving the way for a healthier future. By uniting El Centro Regional Medical Center and Pioneers Memorial Hospital, we're creating a stronger, more connected healthcare system, one that's built to serve you. Together, we're expanding services, strengthening care, and building a sustainable future for all residents of Imperial Valley. The Imperial Valley Healthcare District. Stronger together, healthier tomorrow.
Two-time defending champion Carlos Alcaraz reached the Wimbledon semifinals by beating unseeded Cam Norrie 6-2, 6-3, 6-3. And American Amanda Anisimova moves on to the semifinals, and she converted a fourth match point for a 6-1, 7-6 victory over Russia's Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova. Top-ranked Yannick Sinner held a limited practice session at Wimbledon yesterday after sustaining a right elbow injury the night before. Sinner, who advanced when Dimitrov retired because of a pectoral injury, is set to face number 10 Ben Shelton in the quarterfinals today. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by the newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District. Stronger together and paving the way for a healthier future. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printer's Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printer's Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printer's Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. And it's time to take a look at financial news with a brief look at the weather, all brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company that protects you, your home, your business, your construction site 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Well, today, NVIDIA hit $4 trillion in market value, making it the first publicly traded company to hit that milestone. NVIDIA stock rose 2.49% today to hit an intraday record high that pushed its market value above the $4 trillion mark. The chip maker has soared 22% this year. Elsewhere, it's looking increasingly likely that any sale of TikTok will mean U.S. users have to download a new app, and that could mean an almost entirely different experience. After repeatedly delaying enforcement of a law that requires TikTok's China-based parent company, ByteDance, to sell it or face a ban in the U.S., President Donald Trump now says he has a buyer for the app. Meanwhile, TikTok is reportedly building a new version of the app just for the U.S. that could launch as soon as September 5th. News of a possible new app isn't entirely surprising. Well, first, there's the matter of TikTok's secret sauce. That's the algorithm that powers the mega-popular For You page. The Chinese government has repeatedly said it would block any transfer of the app's algorithm to a new owner, meaning any new separate American TikTok would need to develop its own algorithm, possibly built from the ground up, and that will take time. And it'll be a while before it works right. Well, the Dow right now rebounding from 2 days of losses. Stocks opened higher ahead of the Fed minutes right now. Kind of wishy-washy on Wall Street. The Dow up 33 points at 44,273. The S&P 500 up 10 at 6235. The NASDAQ is up 81 points at 20,499. Gold up $2.40 an ounce, and oil is off 24 cents a barrel.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in the Imperial Valley and Coachella Valley. The mission has always been to protect your property, whether it's your home, business, or construction site. Your satisfaction is their #1 priority. Make that phone call today to protect your property by calling Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 760-970-4500. And don't forget about Southwest Postal, your one-stop shipping center. Plus, they offer you 24-hour mailbox rental located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro.
It will be sunny and hot today with a high near 118. South wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north-northwest. Clear tonight, a low around 89. West wind 10 to 15, gusting up to 25 miles an hour. Thursday, sunny and hot with a high near 116. West-southwest wind about 10 miles an hour, becoming south-southeast in the afternoon with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. An extreme heat warning in effect today and tomorrow. 92 degrees downtown, 20% relative humidity, wind out of the west-northwest 325 miles an hour. Air quality good in Brawley and Nyland, moderate everywhere else in the valley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service, the Valley's only postal box service offering 24-hour a day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, El Centro.
This is Sarah Griffin with the Food has the power to fuel communities, especially for those struggling to find their next meal. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Join the fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online today at www.ivfoodbank.org.
KXO, El Centro, California.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Steve Kathan. From heavy machinery to people with shovels, a long job is underway to clean up in the central Texas flood zone. Razor Dobbs is a local fire official.
There's massive debris fields, some 50 feet high, 300 feet long. Now, since we have a little bit of drying out, we can get some heavy equipment to where we can start picking through these debris fields. It's a very meticulous process.
CBS's Nydia Cavazos says the known death toll stands at 110, with more than 160 people unaccounted for.
No person here has been found alive since last Friday, and we have no word yet from local officials in terms of when will this essentially turn into a recovery operation here.
At least 3 deaths are blamed on flooding in southern New Mexico. The Rio Ruidoso rose fast in a matter of minutes. Carrie Gladden is a local official.
We had one of our water gauges, which is we call the Hollywood gauge, and it saw a historical high of 20 feet.
The Trump administration has sent administrative subpoenas to Harvard University today for information on foreign students there. Harvard calls the subpoenas unwarranted. Overseas at Pope Leo's summer residence, a visit from Ukraine's President Zelensky. The two suggested the Vatican could hold peace talks to try to end the war with Russia. Last night, Moscow unleashed a barrage of more than 700 drones, some aimed at areas in Ukraine that are vital for receiving foreign aid. President Trump has vowed to resume U.S. military aid shipments. Correspondent Nancy Cordes has the latest on what Trump is saying on tariffs.
Imported copper will now be taxed at 50%, just like steel and aluminum. He also warned a 200% tariff on foreign pharmaceuticals could be coming soon, which could drive up the price of the huge number of drugs that are produced outside the United States.
A lot to do in Philadelphia now that there's a tentative deal to settle an 8-day strike by 10,000 public workers. For one thing, there are piles of garbage.
We've seen everything from maggots to rats running around here along these dump sites. What's particularly concerning for residents is just getting these sites cleaned up. And we've heard from children who say it's just been too stinky outside to even play around.
CBS News Philadelphia reporter Brandon Goldner, main issue in the strike was money. The chip maker NVIDIA has surpassed $4 trillion in market valuation, first company ever to do that. Wall Street's, right now the Dow and S&P are higher. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025, Ookla trademarks used under license, unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at tmobile.com.
A movie maker wants to take a step back in time.
Peter Jackson, whose King Kong remake featured giant prehistoric terror birds, is teaming with Colossal Biosciences, the same company that used DNA from extinct direwolves to generate new creatures, only Jackson wants to bring back the flightless 12-foot-tall moa bird. They were New Zealand natives, just like the Lord of the Rings director, but disappeared from Earth about 600 years ago. Jackson tells The Hollywood Reporter he's collected hundreds of moa bones that have already been sampled for DNA. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Elon Musk's artificial intelligence company is taking down anti-Semitic comments and other inappropriate posts made by its Grok chatbot. It shared several anti-Semitic posts, including the trope that Jews dominate Hollywood. It also appeared to praise Adolf Hitler. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Danger, excitement, mustaches. It's time for another episode
with Carroll Buckley, AM 1230 KXO.